This is the yarn that I'm using. It's 100% acrylic. As usual, this is the best yarn that I use. And then obviously you need a rubber band. This a hook. I'm using 3 mm, but I would suggest 4 mm because this is a thicker yarn, and for beginners it's better to use perfect size, and for me that is 4 mm for this. So start with red color of yarn, make a slip knot like this, just like this. Take your hook and go in there. Now once slip knot is made, go in there and chain 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 29. I've done 29 chains, then 30 and 31. Now let me tell you, if you want longer, keep increasing 3. Like I've done 31, you can do then 34, then increase more, do 37. I'm gonna show you why. Keep your finger over here and chain 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is what we do after chaining 31. We keep our hand on the 31st chain and chain 5. Now yarn over and go into the very chain that we kept our hand on, that is 31st chain. Pull up a loop like this and we are going to make our DC. So go from the first 2 loop and then pull from the other 2 loops. So what we did, we have basically made a V. Again, yarn over, skip 2 chain, 1, 2 over here. Be very careful while you do that. The counting is very crucial. So 1, 2 and go into the third one, and we are gonna make our very first DC like this. And then for making the upper part like this over here, right, the gap of the V, chain 1, 2, and you're gonna do another DC in the same stitch, and we will be making a V over here as well. Look at this. This is how a V is done. You can see 1 V, 1 V, 1 V, until the very end. You're gonna make all the V's in the last chain as well. You're gonna have V. I am done with my very last V, and in total you are gonna have 11 V's throughout this, this row. Basically 11 holes like this, 11 V's. And on to row number 3, you're gonna start by chaining 1, 2 and 3 and over, go into the V, there the V space, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we have done 1 DC in our very first V. We're gonna do 4 more, so let me just quickly do that. We're gonna do 4 more DCs in the very first V, and this is our last. Basically 5 DCs in each of the V's. You can choose, you can go up to 6, 7. The fluffier you want the flower, the more DCs you do in each and every V. I'm doing 5, but let's just make it 6 DCs. Go in there, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now we have done 6 DCs over here. I hope it's easy to understand. Now you can see this loop, this hole over here. Go in there and make a SC, just like that. Now we're going to the next V, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and that is our first DC. We are gonna be making 5 more in here. We are gonna do is an SC in the remaining space over here. In the space between the 2 V's, you make a SC. Go in there, pull up a loop and pull through 2. Make 11 of this use because there were 11 V's, right? So 11 of 6 DC set. Last we are gonna be completing set of 6 DCs. As I said, you can even freehand this, like some have 5, some have 6. This is the last DC that I'm going to be making in our last V over here. I'm going to chain 1, leave a little bit of yarn, this much is enough, and I'm going to cut it, detach it from my yarn ball, and we are done with the rose part. And start folding just like this. Look how pretty it is. Now bringing your green color yarn and your rubber band, keep it close by, right? And we are gonna start by making the lower part of the rose, and we are gonna be including the rubber band in it. so that it does not come out over time. Take your green color yarn and make a magic ring or a magic circle. Wrap it around your fingers like this. Go in there, pull up a loop and chain one like this. Now in the magic circle put 5 SCs. Go in there, pull up a loop, pull through 2. That is SC1. Then 2, 3. Go into the very first SC like this and make a slip stitch. Now chain 1. In round number 2 we are going to be making increase in all of them, and by the end of this row you will have 10 SCs. Now go into the very first one and make a first increase, 1 SC and then 2 SC. And now we are going to be connecting our rubber band. Take your rubber band, watch very closely, crucial part. Take your project inside the rubber band like this. Yarn is up there, we are not including the yarn in it. Over the rubber band, go into the next loop for making our increase and make our increase like this. Our rubber band is now included in the project. Now that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and then 7, 8. For 9, 10 you're gonna be including the other part of the rubber band. Again push it to this side, and in 9, 10 again bring it over the rubber band like this. Go into the SC like this and make an increase. As you can see, our rubber band is included now. It's not gonna come out over time no matter what, wash it or whatever, and it's not gonna be detached. Go into the very first stitch and make a slip stitch like this. And for round number 3 we are gonna be increasing all around again, all the 10 increases. Gonna bring it to 20 SCs in total. Again chain. We are done with our increasing and our row number 3 is done. 20 SCs are made, and again go into the very first one and make a slip knot like this, make a slip stitch like this. Sorry for the fumbling. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After chaining 5, go into the second chain from the hook over here, make an SC. Go into the other chain and make a HDC, yarn over, go in there and pull through 3. Again in the remaining 2 we are gonna be making a DC. Go in there, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again go into the very last chain that we made and make our DC. Now count carefully, 1, 2, 3, 4, and after 1, 2, 3, 4, in the 5th one make our slip stitch like this. End of this row we're gonna have 5 of these antennas, the 5 of this sepal parts, so make that. Made a slip stitch right over here like this, and you are gonna be chaining 1, leave a little bit of yarn and just cut it and detach it from the yarn, and this is done. Look at this. This is the bottom part of the rose, and now you can tie these two together in the inside. It's totally up to you if you want to tie it or not. Now not much is left. You're gonna need your hot glue and you're gonna give this a shape. Put a little bit of hot glue over here and just stick it like this. And once it's done, you're gonna be putting hot glue over this part, not on the rubber band. Don't put hot glue on the rubber band, outer part of the rubber band. Put your flower like this, put the hot glue over here and start closing all 5 of them like this.